Hey friends, Tuxx here. For this particular video, we're exploring the store FAO Schwarz. This is a toy store in New York that prides themselves on being the largest toy store in New York. And this is not exactly completely true. Toys R Us was a larger store before they closed. I just did a video recently on what became of Toys R Us, and I do have videos of what it was like before, so if you want to compare you can. But FAO Schwarz has been around for a long time, and I have to say is a pretty cool toy store, as you can see from this video. This video was shot in February 2020, just literally days before I published this video, so it's up to date if you're curious what's in this store. And I really didn't know what to expect. Okay, I mean, this store had been featured, I believe, in movies, maybe the Big movie, I think, a while back, or some other movies down the road. I think Big was back in like the 1988 with Tom Hanks, and so it's been featured around, and maybe it was also in Home Alone. I'm not positive about that, but they have lots of cool stuff. In fact, in Big, the dancing keyboard was kind of a big feature of that movie, if you ever seen it. And this store, it looks kind of small in space, but actually it's laid out in kind of a unique way, which actually has a lot of toys crammed in a little space. You know, they seem to have a lot of these little subcategories. Like right here is like a little magic shop where it has like several areas of magic stuff, and there's even a lady here doing magic or showing like little self magic kits or whatever. And then, you know, a foot or two away from that is this whole sharper image area where it's all these sharper image like remote control planes and cars and all those kind of thing. It almost looks like Sharper Image like bought the space and are just doing that. But I swear, isn't Sharper Image closed, or they're closing a bunch of the stores? So I don't know, maybe this is their way of staying relevant or in the game, or maybe FAO Schwarz owns part of Sharper Image or vice versa. But there definitely felt like this was placed right up front, and maybe it's because of the ticket value price or something. It seemed like they were really pushing the product. Now you can see back here, I kind of walked behind, and there's some like little hobby horse things that look like really expensive toys. Maybe like you're not supposed to touch them, you know, maybe like rich people buy them or something. And I should mention that all the prices in the store definitely are high, okay? And we'll get into that more in a little bit, but this is not the place to find a really good bargain at all. I was hoping on finding some of those Hot Wheels ID cars, this a toy I really wanted to pick up, but I didn't really notice them going through these aisles. But they really do have a lot of stuff, I have to say. Going through here, there's a whole candy section, so this is almost like a candy store inside the toy store. I think if this is used in Home Alone, I think they bought some candy while they're in the store a little bit, you know, and I think they did use a different name in the Home Alone, it would be Home Alone 2 New York movie, but the location's right and the store looks right, so I'd have to look more into it. But they have all sorts of toys and candy, and you can see the candy is, you know, it's the pick a pound candy, and they have their own things which are branded, you know, with their store name, the FAO Schwarz name. But then check this out, they have all these like little Pocky, and they have a whole like Japanese candy section, which I thought that was pretty cool. Of course the prices are like super high, you know, candy sushi, and then going over here they have like different little kits you can get. The little symbol is the little nutcracker guys, so you see that kind of all throughout the store. They have these large boxes. This is kind of cool. This is like a munch pack, kind of like a Japanese taste test box. So it's kind of cool. It really did remind me of Munch Pack a lot, but look at the price, 49 bucks. Kind of pricey, you know? So, I mean, if you're having to get something for a gift and you don't mind paying the premium, you know, maybe because it's in Rockefeller Center, maybe it's okay, but just, to me, the prices seemed high. Let's check out these rocks. They're like candy rocks, and then they have all these drinks here, but no prices. Like, I guess these are energy drinks. So pretty cool. Classic candies. They had mellow cups, but they're like $2.99, which is really expensive, paying $2.99 for a single candy bar. Like, that's more than I want to pay. Okay, I'm sorry. Just not worth it, you know. Lots of cookies, different things. So if you're definitely like a parent shopping, you know, with your kids, like this is a great place to expose them to candy that you liked as a kid. Maybe like some of these classic candy bars here you'll see, which these you really can't find a lot of places. Like the Goo Goo clusters are kind of like regional, but very pricey. Mellow cups I just talked about, it's kind of like a marshmallow Reese's peanut butter cup. All sorts of really crazy old retro sweets and some other more new things, you know, kind of mixed in. But the one thing which is similar is the prices are really, really bad, you know. Cool Hello Kitty box here So really great Hello Kitty stuff kind of put into a great gift box. I think I didn't see a price on this. If you see a price, let me know. I want to say it's probably $49, similar to the Japan, you know, candy crate box we showed just a little bit ago. But it's kind of cool. They had everything all kind of together, and you know, it looks like it'd be a really nice gift for somebody. If they're into that and you don't mind paying the crazy jacked up price, you know. All sorts of candy suckers and things which parents kind of buy for kids and they don't eat. They just get sticky. So true story. I got one of those before and they just don't taste that good to me. So try and make sure you get something that you'll actually eat, you know. They do have giant things, giant versions of things, and these boxes kind of look like it'd be like one giant like Kit Kat right here, but no, it's like a box full of miniature Kit Kats. So that isn't quite as cool as getting like one huge candy bar or something. That'd be a really good novelty, you know. Little bags of movie size or shareable size candy. Again, the price like double what you'd pay at a supermarket. They did have some cool figurines. Moving back to toys here, lots of cool stuff. Good name brands. The prices of these are usually high because these are usually stored at like sold at like educational toy stores and places. So I didn't think these were jacked up too much, but they're jacked up the usual amounts. And a lot of things, again, did not have prices. Some do, as you can see, some do, but not all of them, which kind of made it feel a little weird because different sizes in these type of toys, these figurines do make it, you know, different prices, and the prices weren't on some of the toys. So just a little confusing, you know. I would love to see some Safari ink there, but I did not. So that's a little opportunity perhaps. Again, going through them, we go to another new section here. I mean, again, lots and lots of sections, lots of different toys, kind of themed by age group a little bit, but lots of good stuff for sure. Barbie, check it out, a whole Barbie section. You can build your own Barbie clothes. I wish I would have had the smart dolls, or some other types of more like international or even like Asian like figures and stuff. I didn't notice a whole lot of like Figmas and stuff. They did have Transformers, okay, I'll give them that, you know, and they did have a wide variety of Transformers, which is pretty cool, you know. But I wish they would have had more like Figmas, you know, stuff I collect. Transformers are cool, so don't get me wrong, it's just not a collection I'm doing right now myself, but we do have a lot of Transformers at the house, so I know they're super popular, so please don't get mad at me, okay? There's lots of great Transformers, and they did have all sorts of different scales of them and different like sizes, from like the little preschooly ones, like the simple ones, to the more adult collectibles for Transformers, even some big things like this big Optimus Prime there. So pretty cool stuff, and some cardboard cutouts, Bumblebee, and all that good stuff. But I mean, if you have someone who's a Transformer fan on your list, you know, like they definitely had some good toys for you. Now, kind of walking down the aisle here a little further, you know, Build-A-Bear Workshop, all the Pikachus, all the Pokemons, all the different bears, Sesame Street, and of course the deals, and you know, someone there staffing it to help you make the bear, and of course try and upsell your transaction, because that's how they usually get you. It's like $25 for a bear, but then by the time you add everything into it, it's super expensive. More Nutcracker stuff here, Lego. There was like two people in uniform dressed up as Nutcrackers, a girl and a boy, which I thought was kind of interesting. So they're like hired staff. They did have a lot of staff on at this place, so I'm sure they're watching for shoplifters. But you have to say they're like pretty cool. You know, they had someone doing that. At least two people I've seen doing interactive like games, like magic stuff, and you know, different, showing how toys work. And then they also had, sorry for my camera work here, I'm going all over the place. They did have a few dressed up characters too, which is pretty cool. Okay, continuing on. We got Legos here, lots of good Lego stuff. Try not to show faces here as I go around. Here they have air hockey table, pretty cool. Here's that big piano thing, and then actually in the movie Big, there's this like fortune telling machine, which it looks like this is the real movie prop here, kind of over to the side. Talks a little about the grand piano thing in Big, how they dance on it, and I'm sure you've seen that in commercials or whatever. And this is the actual like fortune telling machine that I think they've used in a few movies, maybe, that kind of like you know, transform like a doll into a child and vice versa. Like in the Big movie, you know, they make a wish and they become their parent, and you know, that whole thing goes on, you know. So anyway, pretty cool. There were some people playing at the piano here. Again, people were a little shy, so if you brought a camera around while they were dancing on it, it was a little tough getting video of that. Little kid stuff, Paw Patrol, tons and tons of Paw Patrol. Like, they're definitely covered, and there's a whole little shop in a shop of Paw Patrol. So if you're into that scene, they could help you. Some things I think that were missing: I didn't notice video games, I didn't notice Nintendo products. Nintendo store is down just a few stores from this, so of course you want to stop there for sure. That's an amazing store. Not a lot of like video games in general though, like other brands. Like, they could have had a video game section, but this really featured more like hands-on toys and not video game toys, and like, or action figures even, with the exception of Transformer action figures. Like, I didn't notice a lot of Star Wars, you know, that was interesting. But then check it out, they have all sorts of other things, you know, different types of dolls. I'd say this Toy Story leans a little bit to the girl side, but they did have something for everybody, and lots of cool unique toys, kind of like magic kits and things. So I think if you're looking for a cool gift, this probably would be a good place to go. They have lots of board games and things too, so no matter really what you're looking for, I'm sure you'll find some kind of cool gifts here. Again, this is in Rockefeller Center in New York, just a few stores down from Nintendo, and it's a pretty cool place to check out, so I would recommend it. If you have any questions, please reach out to me, tuxtoys@gmail.com, and this is a by request video. People that said, were like, well, what's with that FAO Schwarz? Why don't you ever go there? So here you are, guys. Cool store. Again, final thoughts. I wish they had video games. I did not find my Hot Wheels ID cars, and although it's spacious and it's very pretty, very clean, lots of good employees, just a little tough to find what you're looking for. But thanks for watching, friends. We'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.